Tracy here from the Idea Closet, and I have another Bo Bunny project that I'm working on. This time we're going to use the Snow Day paper, so let me show you what I got. This is one packet of Bo Bunny. It's about $20 and it includes so much, so I'm going to go ahead and just bring this down and we'll show you what's in here. So there's 2 sheets of every paper and they're double-sided, so you have lots and lots of paper to choose from. And I'll go ahead and just show you some of this one. I like these that have the 6x6 and the 4x4s. I'm not going to turn everything over, so there's 1, 2. Front and back on that one. Another one that has the 4x6 and the 6x6, and front and back. This is one of my favorites, the dots with the polka dots. Yeah. Another one with little trees on it and snowflakes on it, 2 sheets, front and back. Stripes, I absolutely love stripes. Another one. And then you have 2 pages with these tags on them. And then it also comes with the stickers. And I've already pulled some of the stickers off because I got started on a project. So some of them are missing, but you'll see them once you get started, once I show you all the projects. So there you go. Then of course I grabbed some basil paper that matches, a couple of different colors. I got the Bo Bunny layered chipboard set. This is really fun. I love the snow and just some different things. And I'll put a link for Bo Bunny so you can actually see a up-close picture of these. And then here is my chipboard. And we're going to do some chipboard, use some chipboard. And I just got this at the store. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what we've done. See what we've done with the Bo Bunny Snow Day collection. Today's a great day to show this because if I showed you a picture outside my window, it is snowing today. So great day to make some fun little projects. So of course the first thing that I did was my layout. And I did a 2-page layout. I'm going to try and pull that back so you can see all of it. I will have a picture of this on my blog so you can see the whole thing. I'll show you a close-up of what I did here. So this little scalloped edge right up here, this was done with the die cut machine that we have at work. I use this a lot, and I know they're in most of my videos, but you're more than welcome to come into the store and just ask if you can use these die cuts. They're available for the public. All you have to do is buy the paper there. So there's that page, or that, some printed paper. This are those 3D chipboard stickers that I used. These are really a fun embellishment. I'm usually not a glittery type of person. I like the bling, but I don't so much like the glitter. But these have just enough glitter on them just to make them really fun. I put 2 pictures here, another glitter tag. This is a punch. It's called the 8-in-1 punch. Really fun. You take a piece of square paper and you turn it 8 times and it punches it into a circle with a border. And we have a bunch of those available. They're made by Marvy. And then I did a little place right here for 3 more pages. So that's the first page. The second page is almost just a repeat of the first page. So I took the same die cut and this time ran it along the side. Oh, my tag's fallen out. Put a tag and just slipped it behind the photos so that you could do some journaling or whatever. Another 3 photos right down there, and 1 more of those chipboard stickers with just the little touch of glitter. I took the second half of that circle that I put on that I made with those punches and I put on the first page, took the second half and just slipped it under there. So I'll have this picture on my blog with both layouts so that you can see what they look like together. But that is just a fun little layout with the Snow Day from Bo Bunny. I had a lot of paper left over because that was such a huge kit that I made a couple of other things with it, and I'll show you what those are. The first thing that I did was this snow banner, and this is just a fun way to say, let it snow. Let's put it down here. There's your let it snow. And if you've watched the video that I've done on other banners, it's pretty much the same thing. I cut out with the chipboard, these blocks are 4x4 chipboards, and then I covered them with a piece of 4x4 cardstock, and then a little bit smaller piece of printed paper. I think that's about a 3 3/4 piece of printed paper. The letters I actually cut out with the die cut machine that we have at work. You could do that with your Cricut, a Cameo, Silhouette, Pizzazzle, any of those die cutting machines that you had. You could also use a stencil, or I've told people to go ahead and print a font off the internet and then just use that as your pattern to trace on your cardstock. I did take 3D foam pop dots and popped up all the letters on here to just give it a little added dimension. And then I took the stickers off that sticker sheet and added them in different places. For the snowflake, this is the O. I cut out a snowflake die that we had at work. Again, once again, you could even do the, like you did in kindergarten, folded it and cut it out and put it on there. I took one of the little tags that was off the sticker sheet, put it on a piece of cardstock, and turned it into a tag, put it on a brad, and then glued that into the middle of the snowflake. The snowflake is mounted on there with the 3D pop dots, so it's not completely on the paper. Then I just punched a hole in the corner of each of those squares and tied it together with some kite string, some twine, if you had some baker's twine, embroidery floss, whatever you have on hand. And then you can just hang it from your door. I took this is a 2x4, so it's the same size as one of the squares, but I cut it in half. I took one of the little stickers off the sticker sheet and mounted it onto some cardstock, cut it out, and then I used the 3D foam pop dots again and mounted it on my chipboard. And then I just used the letters off the sticker sheet and wrote "Let It Snow." I used the chalk ink. This is the violet color, and I used that to ink all the edges on the pages. I just left the backs pretty much plain. I did cut out some cardstock and glued it on the back. Once again, I used my zip dry glue, and just there you go. You have a nice, fun little snow banner. Then I did lots of stuff. This kit was so full. So the next thing that I did was I made a little hot chocolate packet that you could give to a neighbor or a friend. So this was a cutout from my Silhouette, my Cameo that I downloaded, and just made a little pocket. You could, once again, I say this on all my videos, you could find a pattern, a PDF, an SVG. If you have a Cricut, you probably have a pattern. I did enlarge this so it was pretty big, and it did come with this little flap that I just bent over. So it looks like it's made out of 2 pieces of paper, but it's just made out of one solid sheet that is printed on both sides. And then I tied a little bow. I cut out one of the stickers. I mounted it on glued it onto some cardstock, and then I mounted it with the 3D pop dots so that it would give it a little bit of dimension, but also so when I put the card in here and it pops out a little bit, this doesn't fold or pop off with the glue. Hope that makes sense. So this is the card, and it came with the file when I downloaded it from Silhouette. And it was really intentionally, I think, made just to be a tag, and you could write your little saying on the front of it. But I wanted to make it up as a little gift, and so I just took some hot chocolate mix and stuck it in a little Ziploc bag. I taped the bag up to the top here, and then folded it over, punched a hole, and put my my brad through it to keep it closed. And then I added a little sticker up here that says hot chocolate, and that's off the sticker sheet. Then you could write a little note on the back of here, or you could write a little note on the back of here, but you just slip that in there, kind of make the hot chocolate even. And that is a perfect little gift to give your neighbor, a friend, visiting teaching sister, anybody, a little perfect winter gift. The last, well, not the last thing, but this little mini album, I'm actually going to do a video showing you how I put this together, because there's a lot of steps. But this was just a little mini album that I put together using that kit, and it has some secret pockets. right in there. And I will give you more information on the next video, so make sure that you watch that video and you'll know how to use it. But on here I used that last chipboard sticker and just a lot of the paper. And then the last thing that I did was I made 2 cards. I don't like winter. I'm not one to celebrate winter. I'd much rather be Christmas and then 80 degrees the day after. But if you have some winter birthdays or somebody that maybe is feeling a little bit blue, perfect little cards. These are just very, very simple. They were made with scraps of paper and the ribbon, but lots of fun, and maybe they'll brighten up somebody's day. So there's a bunch of stuff that I did with the Snow Day Bo Bunny collection. I hope you will have lots of fun with it, and make sure you watch the other video on how to put together that little mini album.